So let's talk PuckiPuppy e-bikes. PuckiPuppy? What the heck is a PuckiPuppy? I have no clue. That's just the name of this particular e-bike brand. Now then, I'm assuming it's a Chinese company, and that translates something because the About Us page says that the owner loves dogs. And in fact, they have named their entire line of e-bikes and their different models after different dogs. For example, like a Labrador. And the one we're reviewing today is called the Corgi 2.0. Corgi's a perfect name for this particular bike, and it's Janet's bike now because it is the perfect size for her. It's got 20-inch tires, they're fat tires. It's actually really, really well built and a really good looking bike. So let's jump into the specs, see how it rides, all of the good stuff, and see if a PuckiPuppy, especially the Corgi 2.0, is an e-bike for you. By far the worst part of getting a new e-bike is wrestling it out of the box and assembling it. First thing to keep in mind is the Corgi 2.0 weighs 70 pounds, so make sure you have a second set of hands to help. The only hiccup was the front wheel. This is where the instructions really fell short, so I had to go to YouTube to find a solution. So after that was figured out, the rest of the assembly is smooth sailing. The pedals, kickstand, and headlights click into place without a hitch. Overall, not too bad considering most of the bike was pre-assembled. It was a pretty simple process, even with the hiccup caused by the lackluster instructions. And now for the fun part. Time to take this baby for a spin. Okay, let's dive into the performance and ride experience. The Corgi 2.0 has plenty of power with a 750 watt motor. I was anxious to check this out as this bike will be kept at her cabin in Breckenridge, Colorado, known for its awesome mountain trails. On my first ride, I was impressed as this bike just ate up those inclines. There was no strain, no feeling like I was working hard. It was just a smooth, effortless power. Of course, you need that power as these 20-inch fat tires and 70 pounds of the bike makes it almost impossible to ride up inclines without the assist. It made me want to seek out hills just for the fun of conquering them. The Corgi 2.0 is described as having a range of 40 to 80 miles, and I can confirm that's pretty accurate depending on what level of assist and trigger usage you use. I took it on a few different rides, ranging from short errands to longer jaunts, and I never came close to running out of battery. Even with some pretty hilly terrain, the 960 watt-hour battery seemed to do its job. And when it did finally need a charge, the 48-volt 2-amp charger did a fairly quick job of topping it off, if you call 6 hours quick. I have to say the hydraulic brakes were a game changer. You definitely want hydraulic brakes, and the difference in stopping power compared to cable brakes is significant. It gave me a lot of confidence, especially when going downhill or riding in traffic. I always felt like I had complete control over the bike. So overall, I'm really impressed with the Corgi 2.0. It's a fun, powerful, and easy to ride bike that's perfect for commuting, running errands, or just cruising around. The step-through frame makes it accessible for riders of all levels, and the powerful motor and long-lasting battery make it a joy to ride. Okay, let's talk components and build quality. Overall, this bike is extremely well made. I'm impressed with the frame and the construction, especially its rear suspension. The only thing I am disappointed in the bike is that this price point is the lower-end Shimano shifter. I do think that they could upgrade this a bit, as the shifter can be a bit shifty, so to speak. Really easy to go down 2 to 3 gears instead of 1 by mistake. As far as the display, it has a custom display that gives you the info you need, such as speed, assist level, and battery life. It comes with a wired front headlight, but the taillight is a battery-powered snap-on unit that needs to be switched on, and you probably will never remember to do that. Alright, let's talk comfort and suspension. By far, my favorite thing is the comfort that this bike gives you. My other bikes are gravel and mountain bikes, not necessarily known for their first-class comfort. So the moment I took the Corgi out, I felt like I was floating on a cloud. Its wide cushioned seat combined with the front end rear suspension makes going over even washboard gravel roads a breeze. You hardly feel a thing. Janet in particular loved the ride quality, as she's not an avid mountain bike enthusiast for sure, and would much rather enjoy a smooth ride, and says she will now join me on some of those bumpy mountain trails due to the suspension and comfortable seat. Okay, we've got to go over the pros and cons now. Pros. It looks absolutely fantastic, one of the better looking step-through e-bikes I've ever seen. The color contrast of the gray and orange really stand out. It's super comfortable. The seat and suspension make going over bumps almost unnoticed. Now the Corgi has plenty of power, and the 750 watts seems like the perfect motor for this size bike. I'm 6'2", Janet is 5'4", and we both found the bike to be comfortable for any size rider. It has good range at 40 to 80 miles depending on level assist and throttle use. For the average rider, this should be plenty before a recharge. The hydraulic brakes work fantastic, as I had no anxiety coming down a steep grade. Alright, here they are, the cons. Let's talk about the cons. First of all, it's really heavy for a small bike, 70 pounds. Even newer full-size fat tire mountain bikes weigh 70 pounds, so this is a bummer and something you need to think about. And the small fat tires and the weight make it very difficult to ride without the electric assist. Now this may not be a bummer for some people, but for us who like to get as much exercise in as possible, it kind of is. It also has no external charge port, and you have to use a key to remove battery to charge. And again, the entry-level Shimano gear shifter seems unfitting for a bike that retails for $1,799, or even the $1,399 sales price offered at the time of this video. Okay, who's this for? Well, this bike is pretty much for anyone looking to enjoy roads, trails, and urban riding. It's got a great height and weight rating, so basically anyone can ride this e-bike. However, the weight of the bike makes it difficult to carry around with you on an RV or other vehicle, and you would need to get a heavy-duty e-bike rated bike rack and plenty of muscle to get it loaded up. Overall, I recommend the Pickipuppy Corgi 2.0 and know we will enjoy this bike for years to come. If you want to get your own Corgi 2.0, there is a link in the description, and be sure to check out all of their other models as well. Like I said, they've got everything from mountain bikes to the step-throughs to cruisers to even a cargo bike, so be sure to check them out. Now then, if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, also hit the thumbs up, and we will see you in the next one.